Hello students, good morning. Dear students, today we are going to discuss on the topic classification of division gymnosperms. In previous lecture, we were discuss about the common characteristics of gymnosperms, and we found that the main characteristics as they have alternation of generation and they bear seed. It means the first seed bearing plants which does not have seed pod. Now, on the basis of the morphological characteristics of the plants and their other parts like leaves, they are further classified by Chamberlain into two subgroups or subclasses. What are the two subclasses? The first of the subclass, that is the Cycadophyta, and the members are commonly called cycadophytes. Cycas is the well-known member of this subclass. Now going to discuss some of the important characteristics. The member trees or plants are small and branchless. It means their main sprout, or you can say that stems are not divided into primary, secondary or any tertiary branches. No branches are found in the cycadophytes. The leaves are large, pinnate and spiculous or spike-like. The sporophylous leaves are present in opposite direction on a single rachis, as you clearly observe in this diagram. This is the rib or rachis on which the opposite side, these sporophylous leaves are present. They are just pinnate and spike-like or spiculous or needle-like leaves. This makes them can survive in the diverse climatic condition like extreme heat, as well as they are mainly xeric plants and can easily found in the regions where scarcity of water as well as the abundance of salt. It means just salty soil are present which contain more amount of salt. That's why these can be easily found in the seashore region, sea banks, as well as on the mountainous or plateau regions. Beside them, deserts. In deserts, they are also found in rich quantity. So now, thus the leaves are large, pinnate and conjugate. It means spiny. Till their pointing ends are pin-shaped. Leaves are present. Stem is woody, and also they are used in making canoes as well as boats. The boat you observe in the river water, they are also made up of the trees like pinus stem. The pinus stem is used to making such type of boats. Now students, the male and female reproductive organs are in the form of cone are also called strobilus. The male cone is called anthrogonia, or you can also call it microsporophyll, and the female cone is called megasporophyll. Thus, in some plants, or especially in Cycadophyta, the member plants, they have separate male and female plants. It means their male and female both species are found. Here, this is the presence of male cone, that's why this plant is represented as male cypress plant. It is of about 4 to 15 feet in height, and they bears the cone-shaped microsporophyll, that is also called the reproductive system of or reproductive organ of the male plant. Besides cycles, Jamia, Dium are also the exemplified member of this subclass. Once we are going to discuss about the diagram of the cycles, what you see in the stem, they just grow upward direction in the soil, erect stand, and the barks of the stem region possess the remains, or you can say that marks of the leaf nodes. As they grow in height, the subsidiary, or you can say that leaves that are arranged in rows is just dried and shaded duration after duration. Thus students, this is the pinnate leaves as we will discuss, and this is the male cone or strobili. The strobili is the singular and its plural is strobilus. Now going to discuss about the coniferophyta. Students, as the term clear that conifers, the member plants are called conifers. Why called conifers? Because these are the kind of plants which never shed their leaves in any season. It means they are just evergreen in behavior, in habitat. There is no any proper season in which they shaded their leaves. So they are called coniferophytes. Mostly members are extinct and their fossil forms are studied with some living members. The member trees are large and branched. They are just large and having branched It means the branches are present in the main stem as primary, secondary and tertiary. Pinus is the most common representative member of this phylum. In Pinus, the male and female both reproductive organs are present in same plant. This is the difference between the cycadophytes and coniferophytes. It means the microsporophylla and the megasporophyll both are found in same plants at separate branches. Not common as in the angiosperms, or you can say that the phanerogamy plants which bears bisexual or unisexual flowers in same bunch. But here the conifers have simple leaves. Of what type? Simple, somewhat flattened or spine-like, small minute leaves are present. Either some leaves grow and become inflated in large shape, and they are just pomade type. In some pomade type, just like the fingers, the margin is subdivided into just like our finger in the palm. That's why the structure is also called palmate type of leaf arrangement. The medulla and cortex are less developed. Their medullary and cortex stem regions are underdeveloped or less developed, and most part of the stem is covered by the vascular tissues, xylem and phloem. The other examples of the conifers are spruce, ginatum, ginkgo. Its full name is Ginkgo biloba. Beside them, the fossil species are Williamsonia, Jamelia, etc. Now students, here this is a diagrammatic representation of the ginkgo plant. These are the uncovered or naked seeds, and these are the leaves which are arranged on the primary or secondary branches. The dwarf shoot, and this is the long shoot, and these are the leaves. Thus, students, the study about gymnosperm is completed, and in next video lecture we are going to discuss about the final division of the kingdom Plantae, and that will be angiosperms, division angiosperms. So thanks students for joining today's lecture.